Whaatwaa family, welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, Mr. Whaatwaa. Today, man, check this out. Yo, we got a video today. It's called Dear Born Muslims. This is a spoken word, so we're about to get into it. Now, remember, this is your first time on the channel. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe and join the Whaatwaa family. We are literally the latest family on YouTube, and that's a fact. Also, before we get started, put a like on this video. Remember, if you got a video you want me to react to, get down in the comment section, post the link, and I will get to it, man. Let's go ahead and get into this reaction.
If you only knew how lucky it is to be you. I grew up confused, searching for a feeling. 19 years passed me by without making a single sujood. The day I decided to read the Quran, I had goosebumps all over my body. I knew then and there it was the truth. I look at all the difficulties of humanity, people struggling in this society. If only in our schools they made it a priority for us to read this book. But they don't, because they know every single person will be shook. I know you are tempted by the delusion they call reality, fantasizing over celebrities, the fast life. Can't you see? They all end up in misery. Stop trying to chase this dunya. Keep your deen firm and tight, because there will be a day where everybody you love will leave you, except for the one and only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
That was wow. That was strong. Whaatwaa family, get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the video. Also, if you got a video you want me to react to, get down in the comment section, post the link, and I will get to it. These are very powerful videos. Now, mind you, I want to say thank you to this Whaatwaa family member for sending me this video. I will post the link in the description so you can check out his YouTube channel. Please make sure you go ahead and subscribe to his YouTube channel. I want to make sure I help a lot of the Whaatwaa family members that are, doing positive things like this, because I really support this. Now, what he was speaking about was so true. Was so true, because there's a lot of times when we'll be in this world. And remember, guys, in a couple of videos before, I told you guys that the devil lives on this earth. The devil lives on this earth. I'm gonna say the devil just runs the earth. And the reason why is because of all of the negativity and all of the horror and stuff that you see on this planet. And a lot of times we do get sucked into it, Sometimes like when you're growing up, let's look at this. When you're growing up, right? It's not cool to be you, right? It's cool to be someone else. It's cool to okay, when I was growing up, it was cool if you had the Air Force Ones or the Jordans. You had to have whether Air Force Ones, Jordans, or you had to have some Dickie pants, well, the whole Dickie outfits, or you had to have some Jabot jeans or some True Religions. What else? Tall tees, fitted hats, you know what I'm saying? And you were cool if you had that. Earrings, you were cool if you had that. And as you're growing up, that's what you start to chase, because it's like everybody says that's a cool thing. You have to have that. You have to be like this. Everybody starts chasing it. Like, yeah. And as you grow up, your urges, your thirst starts to become more. Now all of a sudden you're like, J's and Forces, those are old, or Dickie pants, those are old. True Religions, those are old. Now we're trying to get the well, mind you, it's okay. I'm gonna say it's okay. As far as people getting like Rolexes, those are okay. But when I say things that don't make any sense, like getting like the big APs and the fancy cars and what else? All the expensive clothes, and like now, before, Those kind of, like the things I was mentioning before, those were like $20, $30. You know what I'm saying? Now people are spending thousands of dollars on outfits. Why? Because they want to satisfy that urge to be cool. They want to satisfy that urge to somebody look at them and be like, yeah, I like you. You're cool. You're rocking this. You're rocking that. But who is making that popular? To me, who I'm thinking is making it popular? The devil. Because then you start to think more about looking cool. You start to think more about, you start to forget that your car is a good car. Your car gets you from point A to point B. But because your car doesn't have a Mercedes symbol, a Lambo symbol, a BMW symbol, a Ferrari symbol, a Porsche symbol, I don't know, Lamborghini, all these expensive cars, if they don't have that kind of symbol, then people start to say, well, you didn't make it, or you're not this, or you're not that. So your head starts to think like, oh man, I gotta take my Honda back, or I gotta take my Nissan back, or take my Toyota back, or take my you know from the South we call it hoopty. I gotta take my hoopty back and go get me an expensive car. Why? Because not that it's satisfying me, but it's satisfying them, to make sure that they know that I'm doing well. Why? And that's the thing, because I even, when I was growing up, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, when I was growing up, I was chasing that fast life. Like, I went and got a Jaguar, then I went and got a BMW, and when I had those cars, when I tell you guys the kind of maintenance and the kind of like stress that those cars gave me just to maintain them, just to all of that, it came to the point where I'm like, who am I maintaining this for? Am I maintaining it for myself because I want it? Not saying that those cars aren't good. When you're getting something, make sure it's because of you, what you want. But when I was having it, if I really wanted those things, then maintaining it and keeping it wouldn't have been a problem. But I started to notice that I started to get upset. I started to get frustrated every time I had to do something with the car as far as maintaining it, fixing anything. I started to get upset and frustrated. And that's when I started to realize that I'm not buying these things for myself. I'm not buying these things for myself, because if I was, those things wouldn't matter because I love them. I would want to fix them. I would want to maintain them. I would want to do everything to keep those items. But then I realized that I'm not doing it for myself. I was doing it because people said it was cool. People said, you have to have this. For you to be looked at like this, you have to have this. And I was chasing that. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed that when I got rid of those cars, I sold them, And this is just my opinion, or, my personal opinion to you guys that I'm sharing. But when I sold those cars and went and got a normal car, like just a normal car, where if I pull up, you wouldn't even know it's me pulling up. It's just a normal car. When I came and got that, I realized that the stress that I had up here came down. You see what I'm saying? Because in those cars, in the other cars I had, I was so stressed. Like, if you got in the car, if you started eating, I'd be like, man, you can't eat in here. You know what I'm saying? Because I was starting to be scared. Like, if you drop something, how much it would cost to detail it, or if you mess something up in the car, how much it would cost to fix it. But once I got a normal car, I was able to be myself and relax. Like, just drive down the road. Hey, you want to get something to eat? Let's get something to eat. Y'all can eat in the car, man. Hey, let me get some of that honey mustard. Dip some of this honey mustard with this chicken nugget. And I wouldn't care because I was able to relax. My mental was able to calm down. You see what I'm saying? So for me, watching this video, it just reminds me of the times where chasing that like he said, chasing the dunya. Just wanting to be liked amongst people will make you do things to where you literally are taking years off your life because you're so stressed. And then you become so lonely. You become so lonely because at those times, as you come up, the more that you get away from your deen or your religion, the more you start chasing the fast life, the more lonely you become. And that's a strong thing to take in, and that's a strong thing to understand too. And mind you, the more you go, the more you start chasing that, the more lonely you become in life. The more lonely you become in life, the more people. They say, oh, the people around you change. Not necessarily. I think it goes both ways. as you change, you become a newer person. So in your mind, you're chasing the dunya, you're chasing the money, the fame, the everything, the likes and everything. And see, the people around you, if they're not that same way, then you start to separate yourself from them, because they're not chasing the same thing you're chasing. So that's how you're both changing. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Thank you to this Whaatwaa family member. Like I said, I'm gonna post a link to his video in the description. Make sure you go check him out, man. Like, man, I love Whaatwaa family member. That's why I was happy when I made that post the other day about, you know, if you did music, because I wanted people to post what they do, you know, so we can shed a light on that, because there's a lot of people that have a lot of gift, but just doesn't have that light. And I remember I was the same way a year ago. 1 freaking year ago, I was the same way, just wishing somebody could just give me that light, you know. But in my mind, I just had to push forward, and I just had to keep going until, if nobody was gonna give me that light, I went and took that light, you know, and shined it on myself. So since I'm able to do this, I just want to be able to share this, and thank you so much, man. It's your boy, Mr. Whaatwaa. Get down in the comment section, post the link. I will get to it. And remember, if this is your first time on the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe and join the Whaatwaa family. We are literally the latest family on YouTube, and that's a fact. Also, before you leave the channel, put a like on this video, guys. Oh, my camera leaning. Put a like on this video, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Why? Because I post videos every day. Oh, this camera leaning. I will see you tomorrow, guys. Post videos every day. So please take care. Stay safe.